it's changed, especially here, like down by 8th Avenue, it's really sketchy.
Emily McKenzie, who works in Manhattan, says she's felt a tangible difference over the last 2 years as more and more migrant shelters sprang up. She blames federal and local officials for allowing things to get out of control.
I think, immigration policy has to be fixed at a larger level.
But in what might be a sign of the end of New York's migrant crisis, the city is closing 25 of its more than 200 shelter locations over the next few months, including the Randall's Island giant tent encampment where we've repeatedly covered violence, and the Floyd Bennett Field encampment where there's been flooding concerns and many neighbors have protested.
I think this idea of decompressing some sites where there had been some incidents, where we wanted to make sure that we were working and being as good neighbors as we possibly could, was definitely part of our analysis. But we also were looking at places where the leases were up, what particular neighborhoods had a lot of shelters in them.
Deputy Mayor Ann Williams-Isom says after spending $6 billion to help manage an influx of some 225,000 migrants, it was always the hope to eventually begin closing shelters. She credits her team's 30 and 60-day shelter limits and intensive work to help migrants move on and apply for work permits. Will more sites be closed sooner than later?
So Henry, I keep on saying that we could spend a lot of time talking about sites, but I want to go back and get up on the balcony and say that with the good work that we're doing, that a lot more people are making their way out. I think something like 75% of the people who have come and been in our care are now being able to make their way onto the American dream.